Welcome! This video is for parents and caregivers. We are going to talk about building your child's imitation skills to help them get ready for speech therapy. This is an important message about the following content. Please pause here and take some time to review. Before we get into speech therapy and imitation, let's talk about 3 important parts of your interactions with your child. You may have heard of them before: communication, language, and speech. Let's review. Communication is an umbrella term, and it can mean almost anything someone does to send and receive messages. Communication can be written or spoken, verbal or nonverbal. The technical definition of language is a symbolic and rule-governed system that is generative and dynamic. Basically, language refers to the words we understand and use, and how we put those words together into sentences. Finally, speech is how we say sounds and words. Speech includes the accuracy, coordination, and smoothness of sounds, among other things. Let's look at an example. Think about a child who wants a snack. Let's say the child goes to the fridge and reaches. We can say that this child has communicated they want a snack. Let's say the child says, "I'm hungry," or "Can I have a snack?" We can say this child has used language to tell us they want a snack. Let's say all of the sounds the child said when they said, "I'm hungry," were clear. We can say that they've used clear speech to indicate they want a snack. We are only talking about speech in this video. We are not talking about how they communicated they want a snack or what words they used. For the purpose of this type of speech therapy, we assume children are already communicating effectively and using some verbal language successfully. Understanding how speech develops helps us plan for therapy. Clear speech develops gradually over a period of years. It usually happens when young children imitate sounds and words they hear. And saying speech sounds that are clear and easy to understand takes thousands of repetitions. Speech therapy includes gradual progress, imitation, and repetition. Now, remember, when we talk about speech in this video, we mean the accuracy, coordination, and smoothness of sounds. One thing we know is imitation is an essential part of speech therapy. We need imitation to improve speech, and this is true of many different types of speech therapy approaches. When we say imitate, we mean copy. You might be noticing that your child needs a little bit of practice on imitating sounds and words. Let's talk about what you can do. We have a strategy to help build imitation and get ready for speech therapy. It's called attend, listen, imitate. Let's go through an example. Imagine your child wants to climb up the ladder at a park and needs a bit of help. Our goal is for your child to imitate the word up using attend, listen, imitate. The first thing to work on is attending. This may be different for different children, but basically we want your child to pay attention to the word we want them to copy. Some kids find this easy to do, and some kids find this tricky. Attending may be that they stop what they're doing, and it might include looking at you. You can say, "Look at me," or "Pay attention." Once your child is attending to the word up, you can help them up the ladder. Your child doesn't need to imitate you just yet. After your child is attending, we can work on the next step, listening. We want your child to listen to the word we want them to imitate. You might say, "Listen to me, up," or you may just say, "up," and keep track of their listening. At this step, You will help your child up the ladder when they listen to you say the word up. Once your child is attending and listening, we can work on imitating. Remember, it may take a lot of repetition to get to this step. We want your child to say the word up. You might say, copy me, up, or say up, or up. It's important for you to wait for them to try to copy or imitate. Wait for 5 seconds if you can. When they imitate, you can help them up the ladder. At this point, any attempt at imitation is great, even if the sound is not perfect. Now, it's sometimes really tricky to go from listening to imitating. If it is for your child, you can try imitating actions before you work on imitating words. You can try saying, copy me, or do what I do, and make an action like stomping your feet or putting your hands on the ladder. When you do this, you can help them up. Let's say you've repeated a lot and your child is really trying to imitate the word up, but they don't pronounce it correctly. Maybe they say or maybe they say something that doesn't sound like up at all, like ack. We need to add a bit of help to make it easier for your child to imitate correctly. Here are 3 things you can do to add help. Try one of these things, and then wait for your child to imitate you again. Once they imitate a second time, you can help them up, even if they make a mistake. Slow down the word. Try up. Say the word again, or the sound again, like up. You can also add help by showing. You can show your mouth while you say the word up, or exaggerate how you say the word. Learning how to imitate sounds and words can be really tricky for some kids. It might help to practice attend, listen, imitate while you're doing something fun. Think about what's fun for your child, like taking a turn in a game, blowing bubbles, or doing a fun activity like being pushed on a swing or tickles. You could even try having a favorite snack a little bit at a time. You may want to set aside some fun activities just for practicing attend, listen, imitate. You also may want to talk to your SLP. They may have some more ideas for you. Here's a review. Remember, you can imitate actions if sounds are tricky. You can also add help for their imitations to be more accurate. You are now ready to work on imitation at home to help your child get ready for speech therapy. Thanks for watching.